Hey viewers, Seattle Beats coming at you live from Seattle with another video. Today my video is a review of the game Crimson Dragon. It's a free game for Xbox One this month, and I think it's a game that I have kind of mixed opinions on. I like some parts, I hate other parts, so I'm going to let you guys watch these clips and make your own decision on whether you think this game's worth playing. I will tell you one thing, this game gives you achievements out the freaking yin-yang.
The game starts off with a pretty interesting cutscene. It gets you into it, the art looks neat, but unfortunately as you go into the game you just don't see these cutscenes quite as much, so you don't really stay immersed in the story. But fortunately they can weigh a little bit on their gameplay, because their gameplay actually is sort of fun. I just think if they would have worked their cutscenes a little differently, this game could have been so much better. Here's a little gameplay of what you might expect in the game. It's pretty fun. You got these big bosses you're going after. You can work with other dragons, whether it's a CPU or one of your friends, to take down bosses. I think it's always enjoyable getting that boss down, but I do admit that the controller layout feels a little weird. This game has a leaderboard system for those of you that are worried about playability, so it can keep you coming back. I'm not sure how well the leaderboards is once people actually get good at this game, but that could get you coming back. Even though I do like the gameplay, there is one complaint I'm going to give for the gameplay, and that's sometimes you just feel like you're on rails. As you can see right there, I was pushing over to the left, but it looked like something was holding me back. But when I collect these orbs here, I don't feel like I'm on rails at all. It's weird, when you go through this game, just something about it makes the controls not feel consistent. Once you've played through a few missions and you get yourself some spending money, I recommend to go check out the shop. You can buy yourself new dragons here when you get to certain levels, buy yourself regenerators if you're having problems dying. It keeps people coming back because they have a reason to earn money and buy stuff, and I think it's one of the best features in the game. At least you can kind of read up on your dragon for a little backstory on the dragons. There is a story, and whenever they have the cutscenes, they are sort of interesting. They're just not that often, so reading up kind of helps. I do have a lot of complaints for this game, but there are some fun parts. You don't go through with the same skills, you unlock new stuff as you go through, and say you didn't do too well on the mission before, you could go back with those more powerful moves and try to get that highly coveted S rank you want to get and get yourself a good leaderboard score. So I do have some complaints, but the game is fun. In ending, Crimson Dragon is a fun gameplay game, but unfortunately the story does bring it down a little bit because it just doesn't happen often enough to keep you immersed. The actual story isn't bad, it keeps you on the edge of your seat, it just isn't often enough, if you know what I mean.
Well guys, hopefully this video helped you make a decision on whether you want to download this game or not, but like I said in the beginning, I'm going to give you my totally honest rate here at the end. What I'm going to do is rate the gameplay and story separately. I rate the gameplay an 8 out of 10 because leveling up your dragon and taking down bosses is fun. But I rate the story a 4.5 out of 10 because it could have been so much better because the plot is well written, but the cutscenes just don't get you immersed. So the overall rate I'm going to give this game is a 6 out of 10. I feel like it's worth downloading because it gives you lots of achievements very easily, and the actual gameplay is sort of fun. So if you guys want to know more about me, follow me on Twitter at SeattleBeatsX1. I hope to see you on my next video.